Hey guys, Commander Tex here, and today I'm going to do kind of a overview of how the Celestials work, as well as showing you a game that I just played. The Celestials are really weird, but basically the best way I've found to play them is to immediately fill up your first mining structure with 4 prisms, and then take your second base and fill it up with 4 prisms while making 2 of the creation chambers at the front. This gives you a lot of eco and the ability to make some units pretty early. Then you go near your closest creep camp on whatever map it is and make another power bank right below it. And when you fight with the Argents and the Arc ship above the power bank like this, the Argents do more damage if they have energy, and the power bank keeps them full of energy, so they're dealing max damage. And the Arc ship heals for energy, so it keeps them at full health as well. So we've got 4 on that now, and now the build gets a little more complicated, so I'll slow it down. We're going to send a third Morph Core to take a third base, start another Arc ship, and start additional creation chambers now that we're mining so much better. We're also going to send the Arc ship across the map because we want it to be healing and warping in more power banks for the Argents to be doing max damage. So we're going to make another Arc ship to stay at home and go over here and fill this mining base up with prisms. So, because the Argents do more damage when they have more energy, you really want to fight and then run away, and then fight and then run away. You don't want to be taking long sustained fights because then they'll be shooting with no energy. So taking the camps is actually really, really easy with them because you can just blast down the camp with your super powered shot when you have full energy, and then you can stand next to a power bank and get it back. And that's one of the great things about just sending the Arc ship across the map after you finally get this going. So I don't micro this great, but this guy should be going over here and making more power banks. We're going to poke in with the Argents and just try and use up all of their energy. Now that they're all out of energy, we're going to run away back to the Arc ship, where I'm going to... I accidentally warped in that. I meant to warp in more power banks. That way the Arc ship has the energy to heal these guys, and again, they get fully recharged, so they do more damage. Having a power bank and an Arc ship near your Argents at all times is going to make them way better. We're also going to get the upgrade house for the creation chamber, the Guardian Nexus. Never seen that thing's name before, but it's pretty good. There's an upgrade for the Argent that you want to get basically immediately that makes the energy recharge faster and makes them move a little bit faster. So the Arc ship is still just going across the map, trying to get as close as possible to put its pylons down. We're just running up, killing 2, and now that we're out of energy, we want to run away again. Just little skirmishes. They do a lot of overkill at the bigger numbers, but stuff like this, where you can just walk up and one-shot something and run away, is really good. So again, we're making pylons here. I was thinking about sieging the high ground in some way, but I didn't end up doing it in the end. And now we've got healing right outside his base. We're going to warp in more creation chambers. That way we have reinforcements from right here. But we're still making stuff out of the ones from the back. And again, you just kite, get some damage off, and then once they're out of energy, we run back to the batteries, rinse and repeat. So I've also thrown down these things, the therium purifiers. These are how you're supposed to mine gas, and when you make them, they spawn 1 prism. So at some point, it's easier to just make those than send your Arc ship over there and be making prisms with it. I also like to upgrade with the prism in the back, or the Arc ship in the back, upgrade to the higher level of tech, which is what I'm doing right now. because the one in the front you want ready to be healing. That's what these green effects are. So now this is the bigger, better arc ship, and we're going to be able to start making the second tier of tech. Again, we're coming in here, clicking on some units, just running back to the batteries. But in a second here, we're going to start making things that are better than the Argents. My general idea is to make 2 of these. These are called the Legion Halls. These are basically not the mech bay, kind of like a Stargate unit thing. I don't know. But I've been making 2 of those and another upgrade building for them. It's been working well. In this situation, I actually should have probably still been making Argents, because he just kind of pushes out and kills my arc ship and a bunch of these pylons over here. This is a ability that gives more energy regen. These actually got shot and started attacking the stuff up there. Now, I like making the Animancers because the black hole ability is really good, but it does take a long time to get there. So generally my play has been a lot of spamming a lot of Argents, and I probably should have made the Kree. They're very good versus the Exos, but instead, since I had these things right here, I made these. These are called Seraphims, and they're kind of like Banshees. I don't know why they weren't attacking here. I had them clicked, and for some reason they just weren't attacking. They came back over here, and I finally got them to start attacking, and they do, honestly, some pretty good work. I mean, the Argents over here are still just getting bodied by these Exos, but the Seraphims start to really start pounding away on these Bobs over here. And the Argent line is still holding for now. Some batteries keeping them up in good shape. Seraphims are going to run away before the Exos can take them out. And we're applying a lot of pressure, and that's kind of just the name of the game. This was the upgrade building for these things, the Ascension Matrix. I got that so that I could make the Animancer upgrades. So we have what I can only describe as pylon overcharge off on 2 buildings here, further keeping away the Exos since they can't fight both of those and the Argents and the healing at the same time. Getting another arc ship here to reinforce. You always want to have an arc ship above your Argents, like I've been saying, so that they heal with the energy. More production here. But he's really just been slowly cutting through all of the Argents here. The Seraphims seem to have gone back in here and killed all of the workers on that mineral line. And we're actually going to split off some Argents, because I scanned over here and saw he had this base. So, with that split off, he's going to be able to consolidate all of his troops and push me off of this position. But the Argents did kill everything over here. The Seraphims have gotten the Bobs to run from this position. They didn't kill them all. I was wondering what had happened. But they ran. And now the Argents are running. We also have a Cabal here. I've not found great use out of the Cabal yet. I think it needs some changes. So it doesn't matter. But he's going to go and finally clear out all of this stuff. I mean, this is a lot of cost of buildings, but really what's important is he's wasting time killing all these buildings when I'm the one with the huge eco lead, because I'm making way more money. And so all I need to do is not die. And when your opponent needs to not die, you need to attack them immediately. So all of those buildings really just saved me a lot of time and gave me enough time to get a whole nother round of production out here, which I'm desperately going to need against this army. It may look like mine is bigger, but his is definitely better. Again, an arc station right here, ready to heal. Largely just gets move commanded on accident and just gets shot down immediately. This guy put up one of the best fights I've seen. I've been basically undefeated with these things. I think those Celestials are super broken, but I've been playing trying to lose to someone so I can see what is even a good build to do against them. I think this guy did a good job. The only major issue I think he had was he didn't put these bobs back to mining. And because he didn't do that, I have just such a big eco lead that he has to tap out. But really, he did well. But I think there's a general idea of how to play this race and a solid kind of build and setup to start attacking people. I hope y'all enjoyed, and good luck out there on the battlefield. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe.